Hey guys, welcome to the Tone Shed. I'm Aled. I know you can't see me, but here are my hands here. So, we're gonna do a guitar restring video. It's not a how-to, it's just how I do things. And that doesn't mean that it's the right way to do it. It's just the way that I do it and it works for me. So I'm gonna restring my 2013 Gibson Les Paul Standard here. As you can see, it's a bit dusty as well and the strings are a bit crusty. So it needs a clean as well, so I'm going to use a few products. I'm going to show you what products I use to clean it, and I'm going to put some new strings on it and stuff like that. So let's start by taking the strings off, shall we? Get rid of that. I don't like using the string winder because I don't want to damage the headstock. I have before, I've damaged the headstock before by using a string winder. Right then, strings are off. So what I do is, because these things can damage bridges, see it's all curled up there and it's going to get stuck in the bridge and scratch everything. So what I do, I cut them here so it's easier to get them out after. Make sure you got a good pair of pliers that are really sharp. Now you can take them out without damaging your bridge. Strings are off, now we can get to work with our cleaning stuff. So I just use normal kitchen roll. I know people use microfiber cloths and stuff like that, but I don't have one at the minute, so we shall use kitchen cloth. I've never had a problem using kitchen cloth, it does leave a bit of residue. So to start with, I'm getting the big clumps of dust off the guitar. There's not a lot of dust on this guitar because I keep it in a case at all times, so you just get all the main things off, like so. Turn around and do the same. A little bit of wear there, so the straps feel like that. Look, put it on there. It's one disadvantage of DiMarzio straps. Eh? It's really awkward doing it around the machine heads. So just try and get it as best as I can. Right, I'm going to do the sides. Just lift it up like that. And do the same with the neck. Just going by fret. Now we're going to use, to start with, Dunlop 65 formula. It's just your standard guitar cleaning stuff that you can get at any guitar shop. I've used quite a few different brands, but this seems to be the best that I've seen anyway. So I just go nice all around like that, not putting too much on, otherwise it would be a nightmare to get it off. And then just spinning motion, just rub it in, and that'll get our final pieces of dust off, hopefully. You'll see that flame pap. I like doing a good job on the top. So if you think you need more, just add more. I've used the Fender stuff. You get like a Fender cleaning kit that you can get, and that stuff's good. It's like a 3-part process, but do you really need that on a guitar? Really? You're not polishing your car. You just want it to look good. So just this stuff's good enough. That's better already, I think. So we're going to do the same on the back and sides and the neck as well. we're done with that polish now, so we're going to move on to another polish which is just for the fretboard only, and this is called Diodario Hydrate Fingerboard Conditioner. I used to use the Dunlop 65 lemon oil, but I've noticed that this stuff is much better. I have compared them, and this just leaves a nice feel on the fretboard after. So with this stuff, I've already given the fretboard a wipe. So what we'll do then is, I know this bottle leaks a bit, gotta be careful. Right then. Just a few drops on that. Try and make this some sort of wedge shape so I can go in. So what I do then is just rub it into the fretboard for that. So what I might do is, I can see it's not really gone on well, I'll put another layer on. It doesn't really matter really. What I usually would do as well is use a bit of wire wool on the frets, but I'm not doing it on this because I ruined the binding. That's the only reason why I'm not going to do it really. They're not that dirty anyway, but this stuff will take some of the dirt off the frets. Right then, get rid of all this stuff, put some strings on. Right, what I use is Diodario nickel wound EXL 1115s. They're 11s basically. 11, 14, 18, 28, 38 and 49. It's Diodario or nothing for me. I used to use Ernie balls, but I moved on to these because Ernie balls used to rust on me, and these don't rust as much. Right then. They're a bit harder to get out of the packet. Ow, someone stabbed me. Yeah, they look alright. So I keep the guide there, even though I know what colour they are by now, but I still keep the guide there, just to be 100% sure. Because you don't want to redo it. Because when you start winding the strings on the machine head there, and you want to take it off because you've done it wrong, you've obviously weakened that string at that point, so it's more likely to break on you quicker. So I've seen people usually start with, like, they do the thick strings and then like the thin strings. That's what I do, but some people put like too thin, too thick, and I get the point, like it's to limit stress on the neck, but I don't really do that, to be honest with you. I've never seen an issue with it. And make sure that it's actually sitting in the tree. So I don't need to set this up because I've already had it set up to take these strings, so I don't need to worry about that really. Alright then. Yes. So I use my finger and thumb like that to measure how much string I need really. So I put it on the 12th fret, and then what I usually do is, okay, I need that much string, but since it's the E string and I don't like a lot of winds on the machine head, I give it a little bit more and then just double check. That should be okay, maybe a little bit less. So then tighten that down. If I can find which way it is. Where is it? There we go. Right then. So I just double check that I'm happy with that, and make sure that that is in the groove there on the bridge, and start winding. It's really handy with these locking machine heads, so you don't have to keep tension on the string that's like not in the socket, like, because there's no lock on it on a normal machine head, so you got to keep tension on it. Right, so finally the strings are on, so I'm just going to give it another wipe. I've got all my finger juices all over it now. And I was mangling the strings on. Just going to give it a quick wipe. So what I'm going to do now is give it a play test and stretch the strings a bit. Then when I'm happy with the tension, I'm going to cut the ends off. So yeah, let's get to it. Right, so I'm just going to tune it up now. Got the Boss TU3 at the floor. So I play in drops. So you can tell I start tuning again. So what I do, give them a bit of a stretch like that, bit of a tug. Stretch them out a bit, and then same process again. That seems to be in tune, so let's give it a spin. Making 100% sure that you don't scratch anything. Just get off of that. How funny would it be if I actually did it now? It wouldn't be very funny for me, because I'd have to do it again. So there we are. That's how I clean and restring my guitars. So make sure you like, subscribe to the channel for more videos like this, more gear demos and stuff like that. Hope you enjoyed this, hope this was educational for somebody. Yeah, that's it. Make sure you like, subscribe, give us a comment. Am I doing it wrong? What am I doing wrong? Can you show me how to do it right or something? I don't know. We'll see. So make sure you tune in for more great videos.